TWM podcast.
Hello, I am Matty Deller and welcome to the Wrestling World Report, or what's left of it, looking at the big wide world of wrestling from Armory to Dome. We are available in all the usual places as part of TWM Podcast, Apple and Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Acast, TuneIn, Podbean and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, smash that like button, turn on notifications so you do not miss an episode. We are brought to you by We Love Sport, a fantastic app that help you find the latest WWE pay-per-view places and sports bars and pubs across the UK. Obviously, not at the current time, but they are doing a lot of watch-alongs, a lot of fun content on their social media at We Love Sport UK. Wrestle Crate is not stopping though. Use the code TWM Wrestling for up to 3 free items when you sign up for a monthly box subscription. That's use the code TWM Wrestling at wrestlecrate.co.uk. We should have an unboxing coming very, very soon. I'm your host, Matty Deller. Joining me on this week's show is Mike.
Is it over yet? Can I watch some wrestling? What am I doing with my life?
You could watch wrestling, just no current wrestling. Actually, no, you can watch some current wrestling, just not the wrestling that we currently watch on this podcast. So, well,
I'm taking up cross stitch. I'm out. This is going to be a cross stitch podcast soon. It's TWM Stitch.
That's been banned. It's social distancing. Can't be near the needle. Can't do it from afar. That doesn't work.
At this rate, I'm gonna start using needles.
Didn't you just get Disney Plus? You're fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine once I will be fine once I finish watching The Simpsons. And I know that's 30 seasons.
You got 30 seasons, and I'm pretty sure there's like 40 episodes in each season. So
it's not far off.
Yeah, so you're fine for at least the next 4 days.
Yeah, give or take.
Alongside us as well, because he's not busy. He's Kyle.
Would you believe that with COVID-19 going on in the UK, that I actually have way more free time than I'd ever have?
Yeah, this is what happened. We've all found stuff to do. Mike's watching The Simpsons. I'm just playing hours upon hours of Football Manager and just putting random stuff on Netflix and the WWE Network. And you're living under the horrific dictatorship of Tom Nook.
Yeah, I mean, I left capitalism for more capitalism. What could you expect?
Yeah, I know. I tried to have this conversation with her that Tom Nook is worse than Hitler, but he wouldn't have it. So
Tom Nook is Satan himself.
He's an awful human. He's not even awful. He's an awful dog.
Like, he's a raccoon.
Yeah, he's an awful raccoon. He's an awful.
Genuinely,
he's a piece of shit.
Genuinely, first proper playthrough of an Animal Crossing game. And I did not realise how in debt you'd be to him. And I was like, if this is not government tax, then this is, like, not too real. You pay one debt and then they're like, give us more.
He's basically the mafia. Anyway, we've got MLW and then I've got a game we can play. And then we're going to kind of talk about what we'll do going forward. Hopefully, this isn't going to be for that long because there is some upswing in Japan where there's a lot of shows happening in Japan at the moment. So hopefully it won't be too long before we have something else to kind of fill the gap while the rest of the world is dealing with COVID-19, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Pretty much everything's been suspended in Japan again.
Oh, they're suspended again. Okay, well...
Yeah. There is actually interesting news from Japan anyway, but I'll leave that for after.
Okay, we'll come to that in a few seconds. But first, let's talk MLW. We get a recap of last week's main event leading to this week's main event, but then we get horrible news as we find out that Mance Warner was attacked at his place of worship. That's right, he was attacked at the pay window.
That MJF, he's just attacking people everywhere. It's disgusting.
Yeah, just everywhere. It's nothing sacred. Can people no longer go to the pay window?
Well,
nope.
Lads, I guess AEW stands for Attack Everywhere Wrestling.
Attack every window.
Oh, for God's sake.
We then get our opening contest, which is El Lindemann over Zenshi. And I blew Kyle's mind earlier on because he was like, where has Zenshi been? And I was like, he did not realise that Zenshi was Shinra.
Mind blown. Tiny mind blown. The tiny mind that Mr. Nook has not taken from me.
He rebranded after Tom Nook took all of his money. And, no, he got injured and for some reason came back under a different name. But yeah, Shimron is Zenshi, and Zenshi is Shimron. Zenshi's got his shoulder still taped from Guarini a few weeks back when Guarini messed his elbow up, and it cost him the match. There was many flips, and then it became flips versus power. Linda went for the armbar, but then Zenshi gets the ropes, and then Linda hit the Tiger Suplex for the win. It's a Japanese Tyler Bate, which is what we called him before. But now he's...
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at you calling him Linda.
Well, I can't call him anything else.
It reminds me of my next door neighbour.
All I can think of is, like, this has got to be Linda McMahon's favourite wrestler. Like, that's all I can think. This is where my mind is at the moment. Nothing makes any sense. So, spent this whole match just thinking. Well, starting off thinking, because Rich on commentary said that Lindeman's got the strength of got 5 times the strength of a 150-pound man. So, Lindemann has the strength of an 800-pound man.
And Linda McMahon can do a double moonsault.
She can.
I've shown you photographic evidence. Go on to Mike's Twitter at Anthony Inoki. It's still his Twitter handle.
I can't believe you've kept that, seriously.
I'm impressed that it's been kept for nearly 2 months. You've been Anthony Inoki. Yeah, also, El Lindemann, I'm pretty sure is how Noam Dar probably refers to Linda to a kid. El Lindemann. We then get Killer Cross, Davey Boy Smith, and the Von Erichs hyping up their main event. The Von Erichs are very, very dull, but at least for Kyle, they are very, very pretty. Not my words, the words of Kyle. Well, you think I'm stereotyping?
But one thing that I said, like, before coming on was like, oh, there's nothing to, like, shame me about, like, later on, is there? And it turns out you did it as the first fucking thing.
That's not a shame. I said, they're very, very dull. They're just very pretty looking, the Von Erichs.
They're more like dolls. They don't do a lot, but they're good to know. They're nice to look at.
My god, did you just compare them to wrestling mannequins?
I did.
They are wrestling love pillows. This is what we are comparing them to. They got told by their dad to pick their friends carefully, so they picked a man called Killer Cross. How's that sensible in the slightest? Cross called Team Filthy, Team Smells Like a Fart, so he's ready for WWE.
Do you know what this promo kind of reminds me of?
What?
In just the way they all took their turn to say something. You remember our favourite video of the Chav kids?
Oh, yeah.
It just reminded me of that.
No, is it? I'm a tank. No, it's the other one, isn't it? It's the one.
No, I'm going to cut your dad's ears off with a bread knife.
I'm going to shove them up your ass. Oh, I love that video. I need to find that again. That might be the thing I put on the podcast post. Mance Warner won't tell anyone who his mystery opponent is via FaceTime. That's really popped me. And I wonder why he did it via FaceTime, because he is in the arena, so he just couldn't be bothered to find a camera.
Strangely, it looks exactly the same as all of the little video that Mance has been putting out during this lockdown.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost as if they added them in. Richard Holiday tried to guess his opponent. He thought it might be a bartender, a garbage truck man, Quang, or the ghost of Carlos Colon. And Alicia Ratoot, friend of the show, reminds him that Carlos Colon is still alive. Holiday says they'll all be breathing rarefied air. Also, coffee. Joseph Samael warns us that the infiltration of the infidels is underway, so Contra are responsible for COVID-19. And we find out that Holiday's lawyer/father is not happy with the match being made. Is he going to lead to anything? No. Injustice tried to jump Brian Pillman Jr. while he was trying to get some sort of photo with a fan. They tried to cut his hair, and Brian was like, "No, not my hair." Genuinely said, "No, not my hair." And then David Boy Smith made the save. So we're going to get hair versus hair, it looks like. Maybe. I don't know.
Makes me wonder if they did that in Mexico.
Perhaps. Warner's pick is the pissing Blue Meanie.
Because of course it is.
Seams. Absolute seams. Then we get the Blue Meanie over Richard Holiday. It was a nice short comedy match.
I've got to ask the question of, does this win make the Blue Meanie the number one contender for the Caribbean Championship?
Yes, in fact it does.
I fucking hope not.
It does. Because if anything the Caribbean stands for, it's a fat white guy dancing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They have a dance-off. Holiday offers him a double dance, and Holiday hits him from behind. Holiday works him over. Meanie fights back. Mr. Splash. Holiday got in Warner's face, asks for a beer, because Warner's a southern gentleman. He offers him one. He pours it out. Warner spits beer in his face, and in all this confusion, he got himself counted out. It was fun. It was there. And then Alicia Atout asking Justice about their beef with AAA, and Jordan Oliver says he has a beef with MLW management and said they're real superstars, and then I'll refer to a text from Kyle, because Kyle wet himself laughing because Jordan Oliver's voice broke during this promo.
So many times.
Well, he is only 12.
I think I ended up not paying attention to the actual promo, though, and more like, oh, his voice is cracking.
It's one of those things, like, I want to take him... Like, he's trying to make himself look like this really tough member of a gang, but his voice does sound like he's 14 still. So it's quite funny. So it just makes me laugh.
Like every time I hear him talk, I just think, like, oh, it's baby Jack Evans.
Jack Evans.
But baby Jack Evans from 15 years ago.
Baby Jack. They sarcastically hope that Pillman is healthy for his match next week. We then get a great promo with possibly my favourite end line for a promo of all time. Once again, Low Ki, just let him talk. Honestly, they can't do shows. Just give Low Ki a camera, or let Low Ki just film and be like, "Can you just cut a promo for an hour and we'll cover it?" Like, it's tremendous. He said that Mo has fought some great fighters. Has he, Mike?
No, he has actually fought some great fighters. He's not necessarily beaten them.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if Tito Ortiz counts as that.
Tito Ortiz used to be good.
King Mo has a beaten.
That's because Tito Ortiz has been clapped for many a year.
Complaining about his neck for years and years and years.
He's fought some great fighters, and he appears a little punch drunk, but by the time Low Ki is finished with him, he's going to be kick shit-faced. Genuinely, great
line of the century.
Such a good line. More Alicia Atout as she's talking to King Mo. He calls Low Ki a fraud, and said that all he saw on YouTube was a midget getting body slammed. He was watching WrestleMania 4. Idiots. Dan Lambert demanded that Ki have his own corner man so he could throw the towel in. I don't know who that's going to be. It might be Selena De Lorenzo, but don't know. We'll figure that out. However, the main event of this entire show, we got a cooking segment from LA Park and El Hijo del LA Park.
I didn't realise that I needed this in my life.
It's one of those things that shouldn't exist or even work, but it fucking does.
It's tremendous. What was your highlights of this? Can I give mine first?
Of course.
It was El Hijo del LA Park turning to his dad and going, "Dad, the eggs." Don't know why that made me laugh so much.
I think mine was, there was one moment that LA Park referred to El Hijo as handsome. Because it's like, oh, lol, he's under a mask, we'll never know.
Oh, God.
What was your favourite bit?
Not even the actual stuff. It's just the random panning in and out of the camera to the food and back to the bar.
I also like LA Park getting angry that he didn't have his own lucky cutting board and savoury sauces. These promoters don't give me all the things I'm hoping this is what he's demanded from every promoter ever, and MLW's the only one that's give me my own cooking show. No, MLW like, yeah, sure, fine. We have 10 minutes to kill on the show this week.
Can you just imagine if this was in like his rider or something?
This is what he had in WCW. They just didn't tell him they didn't film it. He was then furious about a lack of salt, and I just want this every week. Apparently, they're doing a stream tonight of LA Park cooking, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
I think it's
it
actually this again. They've been replaying videos through the week they have from the show. Last week they had Pagano's vignette air during the week.
They're just premiering everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pagano. Carl got his hopes up because he's like, oh, is Murder Clown coming? I went, no, it's Pagano. And he's like, yeah, and sorry, they're sending the Mexican Sandman. As in, all gimmick cannot wrestle.
The other thing that made me laugh about this segment was obviously they translated everything for the subtitles, but they kept ultimate. So some of it wasn't translated.
It was, yeah, some of it wasn't translated, but it was just I don't know. It was. Well, they mentioned that sausages was chorizo, but then they would put like eggs, the huevos. I'm like, why are you having both? Why is both there? We found out we got MJF and Warner Loser Lee's MLW coming soon. Bye MJF. Off you go. Off to AEW.
But that means he's got another match, which I was like, I wonder when that's coming.
Never at this point. Lawler got on the microphone and said he feels at home in this garbage city. He talks about smart marks. They tell him to STFU. He trails off because he gets distracted. And this is a problem with Tom Lawler on the microphone. That he's good on the mic, but when he loses his train of thought, he just completely loses his promo and just goes, yeah, you all suck, and then hands the mic off. It's a shame, because when he's on it, he's a very good person on the microphone. But if he gets distracted, he's a mess.
It's like the Kalisto Lucha Things promo. Like, if you don't have that moment, then it's nothing.
Yeah. We then get the main event, which is Cross, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and the Von Erichs going over Team Filthy. All four have a brawl to kick things off, all around ringside. Eventually, Ross and Lawler, which is quite funny if I can thinking those names, get into the ring.
I like the way you've just done the exact same thing that they did on commentary by saying all four.
Oh yeah, it'd be all 8, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like they said that on commentary and left it in.
God damn it. Ross Von Erich is an idiot, which we know because the Von Erichs are idiots because they are the white meat of white meat baby faces. Because he throws Lawler into his own corner, waits about 5 months, then misses a charge and gets worked over by all 4 men. You're a moron. You did not need to do that. Killer Cross come in and did what he does best, which is throw people around and look menacing.
I mean, if it works.
It does. He suplexed everyone, no-sold a Lawler kick and hit the Doomsday Saito. Cross then accidentally hit the ref, and it did look like a legitimate accident. I was like, what happened here? Then Kit Osborne low-blowed Davey Boy Smith. He goes for a chair, denied by the claw. We get a moonsault, visual pin. Oh, Team Filthy are going to win. No, the ref comes in, 3 count. That was a weird finish. Okay.
Yeah, that was very odd.
Cross then gets out a wooden board. Team Filthy kendo sticks the bejesus out of the Von Erichs, but do Davey Boy Smith and Killer Cross care? Hell no! They're too busy powerbombing the hell out of Kit Osborne in the middle of the ring. They literally turn around and look at the Von Erichs getting murdered by 4 men. They're like, nah, we're just going to batter the little guy instead. It's more fun.
It's brilliant because when you look at the end of it, just every single Von Erich was being attacked.
The Von Erichs.
I did like how we finally found out that Kit Osborne actually was Rip Von Erich.
Yeah.
The Ripian rests in peace after that board shot.
That did seem when it went R.I.P. Rip Von Erich. I'm like, that's surely in poor taste. But,
yeah.
Well. They all brawl again, they go backstage, and then Cross gets twatted by a board. It's King Mo! He's joined Team Filthy! It's the merger from hell! 2 members of American Top Team have joined Team Filthy.
My God.
Which means that Team Filthy are even more confusing as a concept. Because now they've got 2 MMA guys, a karate dude, jiu-jitsu guy, Eric Stevens and Kit Osborne. It's such a weird stable, but I'm all for it. It was a very fun episode of Fusion. I'll give them that. It was very, very fun. Just watch it for the LA Park cooking segment. And the main event.
Just watch out.
Just watch the cooking segment. It was tremendous.
I'd recommend The Opener. The Opener is a great start to a show.
Yeah, I'd watch the whole thing. It's not as if we have anything else to do as a collective anymore.
It's not like we can do anything novel, like go outside.
Twice. You can go outside once. That's it.
Then I'm already breaking the law.
TWM podcasts are brought to you by We Love Sport, the fantastic app finding you your nearest sports bar showing the latest WWE pay-per-views. We Love Sport has over 400 of the best sports bars and pubs in the UK at your fingertips and allows you to book front row seats, giving you the best views of the action. You can also check out what sports are being shown over the next 7 days, making sure you don't miss a second of the action. Download the We Love Sport app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Follow We Love Sport on all social media platforms at We Love Sport UK and check out welovesport.co.
TWM Podcasts have joined forces with WrestleCrate, the original and best monthly theme, monthly wrestling subscription service to bring you a fantastic deal. If you use the code TWM Wrestling when you sign up to a monthly subscription at WrestleCrate.co.uk, you will receive a free item in your first month's box. Then, if you stay for another month, you'll get a second free item. And then, if you stay for a third month, you guessed it, we'll give you a third free item. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. WrestleCrate brings you the best swag from the biggest companies and names in the wrestling world. We're talking t-shirts, photos, pins, DVDs, vinyl figures, and loads more from WWE, Progress, Shikara, NXT, Fight Club Pro, and loads more. That's WrestleCrate.co.uk and use the code TWM Wrestling for up to free items, all thanks to WrestleCrate and TWM.
We have no other wrestling to discuss apart from Mike.
Oh no, we do.
Well, go
Yes.
on. Quickly bring something up before we go to the segment where we fill.
So, All Japan show on the weekend just gone. Suwama beat Kento Miyahara for the Triple Crown Championship. I know we don't cover a lot of All Japan, but it was like the only thing that happened really. Interestingly about that title defense, the title change, Kento Miyahara was going for the record of successful title defenses in a row, and also the overall successful title defenses, and is now equal with. Now the name has gone from me.
Would it be
it was 10.
Kabashi Misawa?
No, it was Kawada. They were both Kawada.
Kawada.
They were. It was 10 consecutive defenses. He was going for his 11th, and 20 overall was the record. So I'm sure at some point this year he'll win the belt again and break the records because he's only 33 years old.
Miyahara is pretty much All Japan's Okada, isn't
Yeah.
it? So,
He's Okada, WWE's John Cena. He's their guy.
Stardom have got a YouTube. They've got an MTV Arena YouTube show coming up, haven't they? Or has that been cancelled as well?
They were supposed to be running. They ran yesterday.
Yesterday? Oh, we could have covered that.
I'm sure it was Tuesday.
Anyway.
I'm not sure if it was on.
Should we play my game that I invented? That I totally haven't stolen from Football Ramble. At all.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's called Cagematch Conundrum. The name's made up by myself. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys, you two are playing against each other in a best of 5 series. I'm going to give you guys a wrestler. I'm going to tell you how many championships they've won. I'll give you the amount. And then you guys are going to have to bet against each other on how many championships you can name.
Is this basically higher or lower?
Not higher or lower. So, for example, if I gave a wrestler and Mike went, I can name... If I said, this wrestler has had 14 title reigns, and Mike went, I can name 3 of those championships, Kyle, you can either go, I can name 4, or you can say, name them.
I fucking know what this is. This is Who Days Wins.
It is. Shush. It's also Luke's game on Football Ramble. Shush. So, if he names them, he gets them right. If he gets them wrong, you get the point. So, the first person I've got up, and the reason it's called Cagematch Conundrum is I totally nicked all of this off the Cagematch website. The person...
So, if anything, it should be cagematch.net Conundrum.
It doesn't flow. Branding. There are some, I will say, obviously, some of them are going to have multiple championships in multiple promotions. So, if you only have to give me the one for that. I'll count that as just the one. So if they've won a world title and a tag team title, and you just say that promotion, I will count that as one whole one. So, start off. Mike, you can go first. I'm going to start off with... Actually, pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
An interesting one. A very, very interesting one. As you have got the product, David Starr. He has won a grand total of 21 championships. How many do you think you could name?
I'm gonna say
What was the number again? You cut off.
8.
8. Kyle, could you name more?
I'll try 9.
Mike, are you going to raise him, or are you going to see if he can name 9?
I'll go 10.
10? Oh! Kyle?
Go for it.
Oh, okay, right. You have to name 10 championships that David Starr's won.
Just for clarity, would David Starr winning best of the best count?
No, these are championships, not tournaments.
I was gonna say that's what kind of got me.
Yeah.
So he was Defiant champion.
That's 1.
OTT champion.
Yay!
That is 2.
TNT champion.
Yay!
That is 3.
He was Rev Pro Cruiserweight champion.
That is 4.
He was he champion in WXW, like shotgun champion maybe?
A 3-time shotgun champion, that's 5.
Okay.
What's weird is you're naming the ones that I would have named.
This is the thing, it's where it gets when you get into the deep waters. We're getting close to that now.
Was he IPW champion?
He was, that's 6.
Okay. So earlier you said with promotions, like, so if I name a promotion and what if he was champion more than once? What if you haven't held more than one championship there?
I'm counting that as a group. I'll give you a hint because you haven't mentioned him. You could have said either the Shotgun Championship or the World Tag Team Championship for David Starr. That would count as 1 because otherwise, literally, you could. If I gave you someone else,
so you're doing it by promotion, Ben.
By promotion, yeah.
Oh, so I couldn't go like WWE, and if it was Chris Jericho, it would be blah blah.
Because if I pick someone from New Japan, you could literally just name about 5 different championships. So yeah, you got 6 so far.
Okay. Was he champion of CZW?
He was. Yes, he was.
Wyatt, wasn't it?
I'll go through both of them. I'll go through all of them in a minute. But yes, he was.
I was going to say. I know he was Wyatt, but
yes, you got 7 so far. 3 more.
Fail, you prick.
Charming. I don't know if he wrestled there, but I'm sure I got something the other day that says he worked for them. But was he Rockstar Pro champion?
Yes,
genuinely, I was hoping you wouldn't get that one.
Right,
that's a very obscure one.
That is a good one. You got 2 more, and I feel like there's some obvious ones here you've not got yet.
Has he held the belt in Kamikaze Pro Wrestling in the UK?
I hate you so much.
No,
he actually has held a belt in Kamikaze. Not like a major title, but he has held a title in Kamikaze.
Right, you know what? I'm going to have to go. I'm going to VAR. I'm going to VAR. I'm going to have to... That means
David Starr beat Sean Custom for the Relentless Division Championship. I was there. So I can tell you that is one.
I'm going to double check. I'm just double checking.
It should be.
Was it the Relentless Rules 2?
I think it's the Relentless Division title, but I'm sure it's in November 2018.
Right. You know what? Since he is your challenger and he has said it is one, I will allow it. So that you're on 9. So Kamikaze, you got 9 there. Because Cagematch did not have that down as a champion.
I'm going to throw a real guess on this one because I know he has worked in Chicago a lot because he had issues with promoter there who was trying to get them to only work for one promotion. I've got to pick either AIW or AAW.
While you're thinking, I will say, sorry, my mistake. It is on Cagematch, but it's just under the Relentless Division Championship. It's not under Kamikaze Relentless Division. So you were correct. So that is 9.
Okay.
I told you I was there for that.
Well, I was guessing the promotion more than anything. Yeah. I'm going to guess AEW.
So combination, that was that AAW or AIW?
That was Alpha.
See, the thing is,
He's got 10. He's done
I
it.
would have said that as well. What is weird is I would have said every single one of those. I
Right,
hate
so,
this game.
for reference, AEW Tag Team titles, CZW Tag Team titles. One that I didn't know, CZW World Heavyweight Champion for less than a day. Did not know that.
Didn't know that.
Defiant World Champion, FIP Tag Team Champion, IPW World Champion, IWC Super Indie Champion, NHPW Hybrid Champion, NYWC Tag Team Champion, OTT World Champion, PPW Heavyweight Champion, Relentless Champion, as you said, Red Pro Cruiserweight Champion, Rockstar Pro Southside Champion, obviously.
Of course, yeah, he's the current champion.
Tier 1 Tag Team Champion, TNT, UPW, WSU Tag Team Champions. People forget that him and JT Dunn were like the Tag Team Champions of CCW's women's division for nearly a year. And then
surely the South Side belt wouldn't count at the moment, as it's a title owned by Rev Pro, and he's only won it under the Rev Pro banner.
it's a championship. It's not a world championship. I just counted it as championships.
But it would class as a Rev Pro belt, not a South Side belt.
Still, I'll
under that banner.
But you got 10, so you are 1-0 up. Kyle, you're up next. So you've got 1, 2, 4, and 5. What are you going to go for?
I bully a wrestler who went under the moniker of number 1 quite a lot. I'll go for that. Or mixed to
I think you've come up trumps here, because I feel like you will do all right. You've got Will Ospreay. So and he has got...
You say this! I'm not a big follower of Ospreay, and I never have been.
I am saying this now, because it doesn't count as a championship, because he didn't actually defend it. The British Triangle Championships that him, Paul Robinson, and Name Redacted made up doesn't count. So...
Are you on about the titles revealed in a field in Bristol at a Chaos show?
Yes. So, what we've got here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 potential championships that Will Ospreay has won. How many do you think you can name, Kyle?
This is really embarrassing, but probably only 4.
4? Okay, so it's 4 out of 10. Mike?
I'll go 5.
Are you going to let him name them? Are you going to play defensively, or are you going to go offensively, Kyle?
I'll risk 6.
The risk. Oh, he's going for the 6! Mike?
I'll let him go.
Right, 6. You have to name 6 championships.
I think he'll do it anyway.
Off you go.
Right, IWGP Junior.
That's 1.
Are we going by promotion again?
They are You know what? Since Carl gave you a hand, Mike, because I feel like there'll be a controversy in it, I'm going to give him a little assistance. I am counting Never as a separate promotion to IWGP, because they come under different things on Cagematch.
Right, I would have gone for that anyway, as like the next one.
But they're only defended in New Japan.
I know, but they're under different names, so I will let him off on that one. Like the Southside thing, I'll let him off. Never Openweight Championship, so you got 2.
British Heavyweight.
3.
British Cruiserweight.
Remember what I said? They've got to be
promotion.
They've got to be the promotion. So that's all Rev Pro.
Oh, God's sake.
That's Rev Pro out the window. You said 6, didn't you? 6.
Yeah, no.
So Rev Pro's out of the way. So you've got all the Rev Pro belts.
Okay, so that's fine. I know he's been an IPW champion.
Tag Team Champion, yes, that's 4.
What have I said so far? New Japan, Rev Pro,
IWGP, Never, Rev Pro, IPW.
I hate this.
It's really annoying game to play, isn't it?
There should be one really obvious one.
I know this an obvious one.
You're missing a really obvious one.
Well, obviously Progress.
There we go. So you got 5.
I hate this so much. I'm not gonna say OTT because he's never held anything in OTT.
Not OTT.
No. God's sake. I'm thinking like this side of the pond, like mainly rather than elsewhere. Because a lot of his stuff has been a lot more British based for championships, considering all.
No, this is Mike. This is Kyle filling while he's thinking of promotions.
Yep. I was gonna say, did Mike not do that himself?
Right. So you got one more championship. Might have to.
This is like frustrating as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to.
No, hang on. Can I?
Call time soon.
No, wait. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not sure whether it'll count.
Yeah.
CWA.
No, he's not won. He's never won a belt in his own promotion. Weirdly, so
That's what?
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been the golden thing.
right. No, it's not. So that's Mike is 2-0 up at this point. I will say so. Defiant tag team titles.
Didn't watch the fight. Wouldn't have known.
FPW tag team titles, IPW tag team titles, IWGP, MCW Intercommonwealth
Oh
titles.
shit! Yeah, Australia.
Yeah.
Never open weight, Progress Tag Team and Unified, PWA Heavyweight, all the Rev Pro belts, Ring of Honor World TV Champion. He won
Oh
it
shit! Yeah, he won that for a
2 days.
day.
And Southside Speed King Championship twice.
Fuck! I was gonna say Speed King.
So 2-0 up. Right. So Michael, you've got 2, 4, and 5. You could win this here. You could get the win.
Can we just do the others for fun? This is great.
Yeah, we will. It depends how long this goes for. We're currently at 14 minutes, but don't worry, it's still content. So,
in homage to a great referee, I'm going to go with 4.
and you know what 4 is? 4 is the most difficult one out of the lot.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you this now, because what you've got is cheerleader Melissa.
Good fucking luck, Mike.
I wanted to pick one that was a bit difficult, and you have fallen expertly into my trap. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 championships that cheerleader Melissa has indeed won. Mike, how many are you going to go for?
I'm going to go 3.
Kyle?
I couldn't name a fucking one, so do it.
Right, for the win. 3, go on, off you go.
I'm going to go Shimmer.
That's 1.
I do remember seeing one. I don't know why this one sticks in my mind because there's like 9 million holders of this belt, but I'm sure she held the DDT Mega Woman Baby Child Metal Belt, whatever it's called.
A banging shout. That's 2.
And now I'm gonna need a 3rd promotion.
I'm thinking of one, which I'm not sure whether she's won, which I want to say after Mike said his.
It's a random promotion I remember from back in the day, but Chick Fight.
Unbelievable. He got it. He's got it. Oh, that's 3-0, Mike. So, APW Future Legends Championship, AWS Women's Championship, the Chick Fight Transatlantic Championship, the DDT Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship, GRPW Lady Luck Championship, whatever that is, the PWA Elite Women's Championship, the PWR Women's Championship, and a 2-time Shimmer Champion and a Tag Team Champion as well. So, Kyle, you're playing for pride now.
Well, I've never had any of that, so what the fuck's the
If
point?
you lose, Pride's cancelled this year.
Pride's already cancelled this year.
Right. What I'll do, because I generally can't remember what numbers it is, so just pick 1 or 2.
Well, no, it's 2 or 5.
Oh, 2 or 5. 2 or 5 live.
I'll go for 5.
Right, this one might be a layup purely because of the sheer volume of titles this person has won. It's Colt Cabana. So, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 championships to pick from. How many are you going for?
2. I don't follow people's careers
Mike?
unless they're British.
Well, I'll go 3.
Kyle?
You know I'm only going to try and beat that by 1.
So 4?
So 4.
Mike?
I'll take 5 then.
Kyle?
Well, Mike's going to do it no matter what, so...
Do you want to gamble? Or do you, punk?
I'll say 6 just for the bants, because
Right.
if I get it wrong, at least I'll get it hilariously wrong.
I think you should let him go, Mike. I know
I was going to let him go anyway.
Right.
I was kind of just making him sweat a bit.
Being a horrible person, basically. Right. 6 championships, Colt Cabana. Go on, Kyle.
Right. NWA.
That's 1.
Ring of Honor.
That's 2.
This is where it stops.
Think of random places Colt Cabana's been.
Bar?
No.
Bar don't have any champions.
Bar don't have any championships.
Oh, okay.
Shall I give him another shot, or are you taking?
Oh yeah, because
Right.
Bar don't have any championships.
Okay,
so.
right. So you're back in. You still have a chance. So you got
Nah.
no, just NWA and Ring of Honor. Come on, think.
There's a UK promotion he did lots with.
Yeah,
I was going to say, all the time that he's been in, like, when he was in, like, FC Dub and OV Dub, I'm sure he didn't win anything.
What? Carl, say one of them.
Wait, did he actually win something in OV Dub?
3. Right, there's a title that millions of people have won.
I may have already said it.
He's one of the DDT Iron Metal Heavyweight.
4. You're nearly there, Kyle. You've got 2 more.
Scottish promotion.
The Scottish.
Is it a Scottish one?
Scottish promotion that did a documentary with him.
I don't fucking know.
Oh my God, Kyle.
I don't watch TV.
Right, who's the most famous Scottish wrestler you can think of?
Braveheart.
He's not a wrestler.
But he is Scottish.
Who's the most famous Scottish wrestler? Especially in Britain.
Grado.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did Grado tag with?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So IC Dub.
5. There's one more. I'm struggling to think.
He's got one really prestigious title, actually.
He doesn't work for Tried and True, so I know that.
What I was thinking of is promotion. Try to be really, really big. They have a number in their name.
Oh, 5-star!
No! God damn it! Right, 5-0. 1PW, god damn it.
I was going to say, nothing makes more sense of trying to be big in the UK than 5-star wrestling.
This might be the best thing we've ever done on this podcast. That was 1PW.
Matthew, just to check, I'm pretty certain of this, and I always remember this title because of Sweet and Sour Larry.
Yep, I know what you're going to say. Say it for
the
me.
ICWA Texarkana Television Championship.
Goddamn right. 1PW, AEW, ACW, APW, the COW Manager of Champions title, DDT, ICW.
Hang on, so he won a title at Cow?
Yeah.
It's very Jewish.
Bitch, he's a cow. IWA Mid-South, ICW, ICWA, IWC, IWF, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, LCW, NWA, MAW, OVW, Rev Pro, RLL, Ring of Honor.
He was the first Rev Pro champion, wasn't he?
No, second Rev Pro champion. He beat Shah for the belt.
Yeah, of course.
SDW, UWA, and the World 1 Great Lakes Openweight Championship. Right, Mike, you could sweep Kyle here. And I've saved the best till last, baby.
The Great O'Khan, no titles.
It's not
other than Rev Pro.
It's not the Great O'Khan, but it's something
Orange Cassidy?
Almost as good. It is the grandfather of British wrestling, a hero to all. That's right, the show stealer Alex Shane. He has won. He has won 8 championships. How many can you name?
Christ, that's an interesting one.
The show
I'm gonna go 3.
Who's on World of Sport? 3. Kyle, do you want to make an attempt, or are you going to let Mike do this?
I'm going to let him do it, because I can't do shit.
Right. So Mike, 3 championships.
FWA.
Yes. I double checked because it's under 2 different things, but I did check. Yes.
They seem to run in hand with each other, but did he do anything for WAW?
Yes.
Okay. Was there a British promotion called XWA that he was champion of back in like the early 2000s?
Yes. Yeah. You know why? Because it's XWA. Yeah, no, you've absolutely battered Kyle. ASW, BCW, FSW, not FCW, FSW, GPW, IPW, WAW, and XWA champion. Mike, you have won 5-0. It's been an absolute thrashing.
I'm just going to say, was there ever any fucking doubt?
I thought, no, you know what? I did this genuinely, and this is not me taking the mick out of you at all, Kyle. I did this in genuine thought of, Kyle's like an encyclopedia. Like, I imagine this would be. It was competitive. It just you fell at the final hurdle. And for
if they're not British, I won't know anything.
Brexit means Brexit for Kyle when it comes to wrestling. But that was really, really fun. We should do that again, with or without wrestling. That was a really, really fun game.
It certainly made me It reminded me how much.
It's just
I'm down for doing that again.
That was a load of fun.
I'm down for embarrassing myself on podcast again.
So there we go. That was Cagematch Conundrum. And that was the Wrestling World Report for this week. Next week, we'll probably do the same again, because that was really, really fun. Maybe we'll have Kyle pick some wrestlers from Cagematch, and me and Mike can go head to head instead.
Sounds like a plan. Well, if we've got 3 weeks of isolation.
Yeah.
Each, haven't we, to pick?
We do. We can find out who's the champion. Anyway, Mike, social media?
I don't know. Just don't go out. Here's the thing. I don't give my social media out, even though you said it. Just go and find me. Do something productive with your time, or just watch The Simpsons.
Kyle?
I was going to say, we're in self-isolation. If you can find my Twitter, you'd have found it by now.
Yeah, find me on Twitter as well. It'll kill 5 minutes of your time. Stay indoors, wash your hands. Go look at TWM, they've got loads of stuff. Go and follow us at TWM Wrestle. Follow Wheel of Sport UK, they're doing loads of nice things. Be kind to each other, and just get through
Wash your dick.
Yeah, do that, because then when you do pole drivers, it'll be more powerful as well.
Wash everything.
Wash all of your things. We offer you love, unconditionally and unequivocally, but not touching. We're keeping 2 meters apart here. Thank you, goodbye.